Welcome to History 102, 2005, Section 2005, Monday night class, 6 p.m. to 8:50. The purpose of this video is to get everyone kind of on the board, head start, before our first meeting. Unfortunately, for the spring semester, the beginning of the semester, always starts on Tuesday because Monday's a holiday, and so Monday night classes, don't meet till technically the following Monday, the beginning of the second week of the semester. And so, you guys in my Monday night 6 p.m. To 8:50 p.m. class, hopefully you're seeing this on Tuesday, January 21st. So the goal is for you to be able to watch this video, get acclimated to the class, see what's going on, so that when we meet for the first time in class on Monday, January 27th at 6 p.m. in West Charleston campus, I-302, you won't be behind the ball, and also I'll be able to just start into class. Just start talking about things that I want to go over. So the first thing is, the goal is for you to watch this video, you take the syllabus quiz, and the goal of this video is for you to know the class well enough that you could pass the syllabus quiz, a 5-question easy syllabus quiz, and so that when we see each other Monday, January 27th, you'll feel like you're on the way, kind of thing. Comfortable. We're comfortable. Anyways, so first, this is the CSN dashboard. When you log in, you'll see this. This is my dashboard, but yours will be different. Remember that the Canvas tile is the red Canvas tile. This is the Canvas dashboard. You guys will have different classes. These are my classes I'm teaching, and some other stuff. But you guys will see, everyone, you'll see that. We are History 102, Section 2005. You'll click on that. This is our home page for our class shell, Canvas shell site. This is Rutherford B. Hayes, president from March of 1877 to March of 1881. This is post-Civil War history. Mr. Bills, History 102, 2005. In the spring semester, we meet Monday, 6 to 8:50 p.m. at West Charleston campus, I-302. Right? On the left-hand side screen, you'll see the menu. All this stuff down here, you don't see. That's my stuff, but you only need to worry about the home page. The module section is where you'll do everything for the class. Attendance, you guys can look on and see your attendance. Grades, you guys click on it. You'll be able to see your grade. That's my grade book. Lockdown Browser, I don't think you guys see this tab. Lockdown Browser, I will be using that this semester. I know it's not popular with students, but I'll explain, it's the reason. I'll explain in a minute why we kind of. But anyways, so module section, let's click on that. This is where you'll do everything in the class. There's a course information tab, preparation for semester writing assignments, plural. I should have plural there. And then you have Unit 1s available right now. 2 through 4 will be up. There's 4 units in the class. Unit 2 through 4 will be up. I'm revising some items, so I don't want to put them up yet, but they'll be up at a future date. But what you need to worry about right now is Unit 1. Course information, course introduction, let's look at that. It has the syllabus. Here's the syllabus quiz. Okay. You have a free online, I use the free online textbook for History 102, U.S. History, OpenStax. Open, OPN, Stacks, STAX. Even though Stacks is spelled STACKS, it's Stacks for this. If you're wanting to use that is what you'll use for like quizzes and tests and just general study. If you want to, if you need more information or want more, ushistory.org has notes that you can go and use as well. So, book review, there's a book review extra credit assignment. That's the instructions for it. Book review extra credit. And so that's where you'll submit it if you want to do it. So let's open the syllabus. You'll click on that. It goes to the next screen. You can either download the syllabus or look at it in the browser. I've already uploaded it just so you can look at it quickly. College of Southern Nevada. I am Mr. Bills. Spring 2025 101. I do have another 102 class. It's Monday, Wednesday, 9:30 to 10:50 a.m. It is in I-302 as well. All 5 of my classes are in West Charleston campus I-302. So if you need me, Monday, Wednesday, 9:30 to 10:50, I'm there. I have a Monday, Wednesday, 3 p.m. to 4:20 class. I'll be in I-302 Monday night, you guys. Then Tuesday, Thursday, 9:30 to 12:20 a.m. So if you guys need to see me, you're all going to stop by before or after class. And if you need, or you can come to my office, A building. There's my email. I'm in the A building. My office is in the A building. Now, the A building, the front of the A building faces Torrey Pines. That's not where I'm at. I'm around in the back, the dental hygiene program area. The doors to my area of the building face Charleston campus and the Clark County Library that's on campus as well, but that Clark County Library and Charleston. So you would come into those doors. If you go up the stairs, you'll go to the dentist office areas for dental hygiene. You'll go to the left, take the elevator, go down to the lower level basement, and then I'm in that area. A001B. Here's my office hours, Monday, Wednesday, 2 to 4. I'm in I-302 quite a bit. So, I need to see Mr. Bills real quick. Show up at 9:20 a.m. for 10 minutes, or 10:20 a.m. No, 10:50, 11, 10:50 a.m. Wednesday I can see real quick. There's my office hours, credits, course description. These are objectives, assignments. You'll take 4 tests. My tests are divided into 2 parts. A matching multiple choice part, which is timed. And then there's the essay part that you'll have 7 days. The Monday before the test is due, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday. The test will be due, so Sundays. So you have 4 unit tests. There are 2 writing assignments, a syllabus quiz. You can do a book review extra credit for 20 points. I do grade attendance. Monday night class, Monday night you guys, you are Monday night only, so we only have 16 classes. You'll need to make 12 of them, 12, 16, at 10 points each, equals, I give 125 points for attendance, so, but 12 times 10 is only 120. But what'll happen is at the end of the semester, if you have, if you've come to all the classes, if you've come to over 13, I give you 125 points. So instead of 120, so it's like 5 extra points, I guess. I just kind of you've shown that you've consistently come. So that's that. Class text, again, I use the free OpenStax book. You can use, there's some outline notes if you want them. Missing work assignments are due on Sundays, 11:59 p.m. Late assignments are accepted 48 hours after the due date. 30% penalty. Nothing can be accepted after 11:59 p.m. on May 18th. That's the last day of the semester. That's a hard day. It's contractual. It's in the contract. I know you can't do that. Give me at least 7 days to get your work graded and back. So, okay, on tests, for the essay part, the minimum for the essay part of the test, questions have to be 200 words. The essay part of the test is 5 questions, 200 points, 200 words each. So, just so you know, that's way short. I used to give 20 essay questions, 250 words each. So, I've cut back quite a bit on that. Tests will be taken in Canvas. Tests are available 7 days before due date. So the Sunday, then Sunday, Saturday, Friday, Thursday, Wednesday, Tuesday, and then Monday. Students will be allowed 1 final submission, no retakes. Matching and multiple choice sections are timed, 30 minutes. So it's 12 questions in 30 minutes. So it's about 2 minutes a question. Maybe it's a little too long, but I want them to be short enough that you have to study enough that you have some of the answers in your head. Test submissions are run through Turnitin, Zero GPT, GPT-0, and some others to look for AI use and plagiarism. Students should complete the test on their own, no group work. So AI, do I talk about AI in a minute? And so when I do the AI testing, it's gotta be less than 20%. So more than 20%, you'll give a 0 on the question. If you do it on the writing assignment, it'll be 0 for the paper. So. Lockdown browser will be used. The purpose of the reason I'm using Lockdown browser now is we've got to cut down or regulate. We need to keep AI use to a minimum. In a little bit, I'll talk about kind of my opinion of AI and just kind of what it is and stuff. In my experience, just people need information about it, and so. But I do use Lockdown browser. Just the main reason is to discourage AI use. To discourage inappropriate AI use. We don't like you shouldn't be. You should be making your test answers like your test answer should be you, right? Syllabus changes. I reserve the right to change the syllabus. I'll let you know if I do. Attendance. For the evening class, you need to come to 12 to 16 classes to get the 125 points. Students more than 45 minutes late won't get credit. Now, for coming, I would rather you be late than not at all. Okay, I want students in my room. I believe what I have to say is important enough for you to come. I want you here. However, I need to be fair to other students. It's not really fair to other students, not just, it's not, it's not just to say, hey, you can get full credit for being the last 5 minutes of class, and then they have to stay the whole 180 minutes, So it's, so always plan, so just to try to be, less than 45 minutes late. With a night class, and you understand there's issues. Mainly, the biggest issues is traffic. So, it's rush hour. But, just do your diligence. If there's an issue, we can talk. But it's mainly I've got to be fair to other students. It wouldn't be just for me to say to person A, hey, you're only in class for 30 minutes. Here's your 5 points. You guys stayed for 180. Oh well, here, it's. So but I do want you here. So even if you're 50 minutes late, I still want you in class. Come, okay? Just either A, it better be a super emergency, you died, or you just come and you just don't get 5 points. But hey, you got your education. What I have to say is important. Okay, and you paid for it, and so come on, get your education. So grading, it's easy to figure out your grade. Total points possible divided by what you got. So there is a library, online information. If you have a disability issue, we have a DRC. Scrolling through here, student refund policy, academic issues. If you need counseling, you can read through that. Class discussion, I don't mind questions. I don't mind some class discussion. I reserve the right to move on. I reserve the right to, we will be discussing, what I want to talk about. If I don't want to talk about it, we're not going to talk about it. And so, but feel free to ask questions. Feel free to, let's talk a little bit. That's fine. But I just, I reserve the right to move on. I do ask students to raise their hand if they want to talk. Just not because I think you're children, but I'm hearing impaired. So just talk. If people just start talking out, I may not be able to figure out who's talking. And then if a lot of people are talking, it just becomes noise. So also raising your hand, it gives some order to the class. I believe in order. I like order. And so there will be order, and so it kind of gives the class kind of an orderly kind of a feel. Also, the act of raising your hand can slow you down a little bit, help you think about what you're saying, kind of a thing. And so I think it's important to listen. Don't just hear what people are saying, listen to what people are saying. Don't just react to what people are saying, like we're on Twitter or Facebook, or I guess Blue Sky is the latest fun thing. But listen, you are going to hear other points of view. You are going to hear things you may not like or things you disagree with, and that's 100% okay. This current trend idea where college is supposed to be this safe space where you never hear anything you don't like, I think is horribly inappropriate. You should hear things you don't like. You should be exposed to different points of view and perspectives and points of view you don't like. Okay, if you don't hear anything in college that you disagree with or you don't like, you didn't go to college. You went to a propaganda brainwashing brainwashing factory. You know what I mean? If you go through college, you never hear anything you don't like. If it's a safe space where you never hear anything you don't like or that makes you uncomfortable, you didn't get an education. You just got brainwashed. And so you should be hearing things. In my class, if in your 16 weeks with me, you never hear anything you don't like or that you disagree with, then I don't think I've done my job. If you spend 16 weeks in my class and you never hear anything that makes you uncomfortable or you disagree with or you find objectionable or anything, I didn't do my job. Because it just turns into a brainwashing propaganda factory for you. So you are to listen. The purpose of college is to listen and learn from other perspectives other than your own. Okay. So academic integrity. Cheating is whatever I think it is. So if I think you're cheating, you are. We don't need to litigate it. The easiest way to cheat is plagiarism. That's passing off somebody else's work as your own. The best way to avoid plagiarism, cite your sources, cite where you got it, kind of thing. So, other forms of cheating, using, doing group work on the test, having somebody else take the test with you or for you. Obviously the biggest one is passing off somebody else's work as your own. And this brings us to AI, or artificial intelligence. Okay. The first thing, let me give you my opinion of AI. It is of the devil. No, just kidding. AI is a tool. Okay. AI is a tool, just like anything else. There's appropriate uses for it and inappropriate uses for it. I view it as a tool. There are times where it's appropriate and times when it's not appropriate. When is it not appropriate? It is not appropriate to go to AI, ChatGPT, Llama, Originality, what are the others? Anyway, Grok, Twitter now has Grok, Gemini. It's not appropriate to go to an AI program and say, what is the answer to this essay question? And then cut and paste and put it in, right? That is inappropriate. Okay. It is, if you want to use it for, like, you're reading the textbook, and you, Mr. Bills, I'm very interested in the Boxer Rebellion. I want to learn more. Grok, tell me more about the Boxer Rebellion. It's appropriate to study with it. Hey, I want to learn more about X or A, whatever. So you go to ChatGPT, Gemini, whatever you use. Hey, please summarize this information. Okay. And then you use it. And you say it's inappropriate. Like, so it'd be inappropriate for your writing test. Hey, ChatGPT, summarize the platforms, of the election, of the 1876 Republican Party platform. And then you cut and paste that into the essay, and that's your essay. Or write me a paper on this. And then you put it on, you say, hey, this is my work. No, it's not your work, it's AI. Okay. So I'm not 100% opposed to AI. It's a tool. Like, calculate. Like, when I was a kid, calculators were the big craze. Oh my God, you use calculators. Calculators, it's a tool. The internet, it's a tool. They're educational tools. You work with it. I'm not trying to get you to never use AI. It's just there's appropriate and there's inappropriate. Okay. And that's the thing. The biggest issue with using AI is just it's plagiarism. If you say, hey, this is my work, no, it isn't. It's AI. Now you go, well, Mr. Real, should I just cite AI? I have not gotten to the point where I've said, cite your sources, cite how much you used AI. But when I use it when I run it through these checkers, it's got to be less than 20%. And I understand not all checkers are perfect, but I will talk to you about it. Okay. I do have students sometimes when they do the test, they'll give me a screenshot of whatever checker they use and said this is AI. I didn't use AI in the rules. So, but anyways, so I'm not trying to get you to never use AI. It's just there's appropriate and inappropriate. It is inappropriate to go to AI and have it completely write from scratch, completely write your paper, cut and paste and put it in and say it's yours. It's not as AI. It's inappropriate to do that on the test, right? And so, so there are uses for it, but there's inappropriate. I want you to not use it inappropriately. Okay. Problems or concerns. If you have an issue, talk to me. Then talk to the department chair, William Davis. My department chair is William Davis, and then it goes up. Don't email the college president or the dean. It'll go right back to the department chair. My department chair will ask you if you've given me the chance first. It's not really fair to me to not give me a chance to work with you. Obviously, if it's something super severe, like Mr. Bills threatened to murder me in class, And okay, obviously you wouldn't be comfortable. Okay, but if it's if it's something, Mr. Beals got within 10 feet of me and made me uncomfortable. Well, that's something to talk to me about. Mr. Beals, my social bubble is 20 feet. Just whatever. It's fair to give me the chance to work with you. And then if it's not resolved, go do that. Okay. Students' rights and responsibilities. Objectionable material. This is a big one. New big one, I guess. This is an adult class. Okay, it's an adult class. It's a mature class. We discuss adult topics. We discuss mature topics. We discuss uncomfortable topics. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not quite a free speech absolutist, but I believe freedom of speech should be interpreted broadly. And I mean broadly. What that means is, I'm not going to play speech police. I'm not playing thought police. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in freedom of conscience. I believe in freedom of thought. Okay? It is okay for people to think differently than you. It is okay for them to express that they disagree with you. And that is okay. It is okay for people to think what they want and to have their opinions. Okay? So, I can guarantee you, you will hear things in class or see things in class that you may find objectionable. I do not like what I am hearing. Okay? I can guarantee you. And honestly, I said a minute ago, if you go through my class and you never hear anything you don't like, I don't feel like I did my job. So, the mature student will take it in stride. Okay. It's my discretion whether to do anything about it. Okay. But you're here to, anyway, without going to, boring you with my opinions about things, but I don't play speech police. I do not play thought police. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in freedom of conscience. I believe in the arena of ideas. I do not believe in silencing people for disagreeing with something. Okay, you're here to get an education, not be brainwashed in a little safe space. Okay? So, if you're easily offended, if you don't like hearing points of view that you disagree with, it may be a difficult class. So, but anyways, just up front, I'm not calling people names. I'm not labeling things. I'm not shutting people up, silencing people simply because how dare you have an unpopular opinion. I don't do that. Okay, we talk about issues. We work through issues. Okay. This is a new one. I never thought to put this in, but if there's a pregnancy issue, actually, I guess I did have an experience a couple of years ago. I had a pregnant student. She ended up on, we'll not go into gory details. She had to leave class in the middle of class one day because of an issue. We had to call security anyway, help her. She ended up on bed rest the rest of the semester. I did work with her. Okay, and her husband was in the class too. But, so, before I put this in, and then this is the second semester I've had it in, and I really thought I needed it, but I guess I have actually had an experience where if there's an issue, there's an issue. We'll talk about it. Children are not allowed in class. Okay, now I know you're thinking, well, Mr. Bill, CSN allows high school students, people under the age of 18, which are technically children. So children are, children. So, I mean, so, not, 5-year-olds, 8-year-olds, 12-year-olds, people not in high school. So, children on I have had a couple experiences over the years, and I've had to say that. And I do know I have seen a couple of viral videos of professors allowing it, but that's, that doesn't mean I can do that. Like one of the videos, he was obviously an older instructor, like well older than I am. He's probably tenured. He probably been in that college for 40 years. He's probably the dean. He could, he could do that. The children are out of class, and so unenrolled individuals, only the students that paid to the class and have to come in. Like one semester, guy, his girlfriend was hanging out with him. Technically no, sorry. Sex-based harassment, discrimination, obviously that's a bad thing. For example, I had a one semester student, a male student really liked a female student, was sat, when I say sat next to her, practically sat on her. I mean, it was like I was getting uncomfortable. Obviously we're not going to say, black students, whatever, white students, we're not going to discriminate against white students, we're not going to discriminate against black students, Hispanic, we're not going to say, white students, we're going to do a review that you can't come to, no white students allowed, or black students, you can only get a C. We're not going to say things like that. So obviously if there's discrimination or harassment in some way, we don't want to. And how does that go back to objectionable material? Obviously there's a line. The problem sometimes is some people treat hearing things they don't like as harassment, and that's not correct. Hearing an opinion you don't like doesn't mean you're being harassed. And so that, so there's that line, it's, but anyways, but I have had students, like that one student, I let her come to another class. Actually, another semester I had the same thing where a student really liked this young lady, I let her come to another class too. So, I mean, I have done that. Whereas, you have to be in the class you paid for. There have been a couple of times where I've worked with 2 female students. They were uncomfortable in class enough that I said, well, just come to my other class. So I do work with students that way. I mean, but anyway, also hearing things you don't like does not mean you're being harassed. Okay. Hearing things you don't like doesn't mean you're being discriminated against. That's my problem, I think, is sometimes people treat hearing a different opinion as, no, it's okay to hear things you don't like, kind of thing. But if there's an issue, talk to me. Stalking, what the student, it was a night class, she left class, and he had gotten out early. He was following her in her car to the parking lot. I mean, he was she was walking, he was following her in his car and got out, and he was so things like that. So they just come to my morning class, So anyways, the point is, I will, I've got to, I got to know about it, kind of a thing. So, tutor chat, counseling, trio, teaching philosophy. Students are in their grades. I don't give them minimum requirement doesn't equal maximum grade. So, for example, the test, 200 words a question. Just doing 200 words doesn't necessarily mean that's minimum. Doesn't necessarily mean you're going to get all the points. Communication is extremely important. I cannot help you if you don't talk to me. I cannot help you Okay, if we don't communicate. Also, if there's something bothering you about in class, me or somebody else, it's not fair to me to sit there the whole semester, be upset, and at the very end either write me a bad review or say something at the very end, and then not giving me a chance to work with you. I think that's extremely unfair to me. Like I've had students say something like, well, this last one, somebody said something very last week of class. I'd apparently, they sat in the front row. I talk kind of fast, and sometimes things come out of my mouth, and it happened a couple of times. He didn't say anything until the end of the semester, and that was not fair to me. There was something that was easily correctable. Hey, Mr. Bills, just make sure make sure your mouth is empty, and so make sure maybe it was just unfair to me. Something easily correctable. I could have done something about it, and then you could have had a better experience. Now, true, the student could have also moved, which he did. He moved a little. He moved to the other, like down the road a bit. You know what I mean? It's just not. It's not fair to me to. Or like I have had it before. Easily correctable situation. Didn't tell me about it the whole semester. Write a bad review. Did you give me a chance to work with you? No, you decided to sit there and be angry the whole semester and then anonymously blast me on the way out. Thank you. Okay, I mean, just so so it's not fair to me to do that. If it's something that's easily correctable, let's work with it. Classroom management. I wanted to have a section, people under the age of 18, but they told me not to do that. So this is an adult college level academic class. It is assumed that students know and understand common classroom etiquette and public behavior. I do not teach high school. I do not teach people that are immature, emotionally or academically. I teach an adult college class. It is college. You walk into my room, you're a college student, you are expected to be that. I shouldn't have to tell you things. Okay? You should just know. Anyway, and so, if you're not academically mature or emotionally mature, maybe and you're under 18, maybe high school is better. But if you're in my class, you are a college student. Okay, I shouldn't have to classroom manage. You should already know. You should already know how to manage yourself. You should just already know that. That being said, here's some classroom management items. I don't mind food and drink. Keep it simple, not messy, quiet, clean up messes. Throw your garbage away. We do not have a maid for the class. Sorry. So, if you want to bring, I'm just kidding. Anyway, and so, no, you have to be enrolled in the class to come. So, anyways, and so, it's an adult class. I don't mind food and drinks. I mean, it's one of the cool things about college. High school, you can't have food and drink in class. College, I don't mind it. But, don't go crazy. So, cell phones should be kept out of sight and should be kept to a minimum. It would be inappropriate to have it up like this the whole time. If you're going to text, do it down low or leave the classroom. But, I have an iPhone. It's fun sometimes. But try to keep it to a minimum out of sight. Hopefully, I can keep you engaged enough to want to pay attention to me. But conversation during instruction should be held outside of class. This is kind of where the well, not that it's an under 18 problem, because last semester I had a lady almost as old as me who kept talking in class, having conversations in class. So it's not just a young person problem. But, like, yeah, last semester I had these two young ladies. They just were, talking a lot. It's like, that just, if you want to talk, you can't leave the classroom. I don't care. You can go to the bathroom, go do what you need to do. But it's not fair to other people, to do that. You're distracting me because I can see it. You're being rude to me because I can see it. But also, people around you, they paid to hear me, not you. And so, you want to do that. And then there was another same semester. Last semester was the craziest semester I had. Last in another class. She was closer to my age, and it was like carrying on full on. It was like, so. Anyways, just, I shouldn't have to tell you that. You should just know. But anyway. Laptops, iPads are fine. Recording a class is fine. Just let me know. If you record the class, let me know. That's that's the important thing. The last thing, the last item, social bubble. So I'm hearing impaired. I'm deaf in one ear. And I can be kind of sociable. I'm a sociable person. I like talking to people. My personal bubble, my bubble space is smaller than average. I tend to get closer to people than some people like. I don't mind. I don't mind people getting close to me. It's fine. I've had touchy, it doesn't bother me. I'm okay with it. Okay. I do recognize, though, that other people have different needs for space and contact. There are some people that, I have a brother who does not, deathly do not hug. If he doesn't even like to be touched, don't hug, it freaks him out. It's just, so, he's also unmarried at 40. Anyways, and so, so I understand, there's different needs. Okay. I do move around the room a little bit. I strive to maintain space. I try to pay attention to body language. If the student, I try to see if a student's not comfortable with it, I try to do that. I have a few semesters ago, a couple of years ago, I started out, if I need to get close, I'll allow, hey, I'm going to get close. It's like if you have a question, I need to get close to see what you're talking about. But just so you know, and so why I bring that up is, it kind of goes back to, I've had it before. Students, didn't say anything the whole semester. Ms. Mills got too close to me. Well, I didn't know. You did not give me a chance to work with you. You just decided to be angry for 16 weeks and anonymously say something bad about me negatively. Didn't even give me a chance. Thanks. Okay. It's not fair to me. Okay. It's nothing sinister. It's just I'm deaf. I'm hearing impaired, and I am a social person. I do get. Okay. Feel free to let me know quietly. Hey, Mr. Mills, okay, that's fine. If I'm not paying attention to signals, if you want to come to class in a hula hoop, no, just kidding. Anyways, but just, we can work together. I'm telling you up front, do that. If it's too big of a deal, to talk to me. Mr. My bubble is 20 feet. Okay, I'll try to work with it. But I just, I don't mind, it's the whole, should you tell somebody they have something in their teeth? I think it is the height of rudeness to not, they have, stuff, food in their teeth, and you're talking to them the whole time, and you don't say anything. I think it's the height of rudeness to not say something. Like, give me. So you let me sit and look stupid with food in my mouth for 30 minutes. Thanks. I mean, so you know what I mean? Like, some people view it the other way. Oh, I didn't want to be rude. I think it's rude to not say something. You know, I mean, it's like, so you didn't give me a chance to, anyway, it just, and it may be personally embarrassing for a minute, but I'm grateful that, oh, thanks. Because I don't want to walk around with food in my mouth the whole, anyways. So so that's that. Just to let you know, I do get close. Talk to me if it's a problem. I'll work on it. I do try to pay attention to body language. Like one semester I was moving around, and a couple times walking past a student, and she would kind of do this a little, move a little bit. Okay, so I strove to stop kind of moving that way. It's like she was like, so. Anyway, so there's that. If you have any questions, this video's kind of gone long, sorry. If you have any questions, talk to me. Have a good day. Let's have a great semester.